welcome back to my channel Fly High with Priya. So in this video I'll be discussing an ode which is an ode to autumn, which is written by John Keats. He has written many odes, and it is one of the beautiful odes which has personified autumn and has described autumn. Each different poets have written about the spring season or other seasons, but autumn is not a very common topic or a season which is described. So he took a very new thing. The ode is having 3 stanzas, and each stanza has 11 lines. In first stanza, he describes that how winters are approaching, and how autumn is just wants that everything should be filled with fruitfulness, with juiceness, and harvesting season is there. In second, different activities which are carried during autumn season are described, and lastly, he says that autumn has its own music, its own songs. So let's start with the poem. The first stanza says, season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless, with fruits the vines that round the thatch eaves run. So these are the 4 lines. In these particular lines, John Keats is saying season of mists means a mist has started. As the summer season is there, the climate, the weather is very clear, the sky is clear. But now as winters are approaching and autumn is there, so mistiness is there, and mellow fruitfulness. Mellow is here where there is no harshness, only fruitfulness is there. Close bosom friend of maturing sun. As the sun is maturing means as the sun is getting old, as in winters sun will not be there, so means it is getting old day by day, and he is the close bosom friend. Me who autumn is personified here, and they both are conspiring. What they are conspiring? To load and bless the vines. Vines can be the creepers, means जो बेल जिन्हें हम कहते हैं. So just autumn and sun, they are conspiring together that we have to load and bless these vines with fruitfulness. Means they should be loaded with the good cultivation or with good fruits. To bend with apples the most cottage trees, and he says that the apple trees which are there in the cottage, and they are most, so they need to be bent. They are needed to be bent. Means what will happen if the fruits will be there? If the fruits will be there in large quantity, then what will happen? They will automatically bend. So means loads of fruits should be there. And fill all fruits with ripeness to the core, and whatever the fruits are there, they should be filled with the fruitfulness, with the sweetness and juiciness till the core, means till the center point. They should be sweet. To swell the gourds and plump the hazel shells, and whatever the gourds, whether it is bitter gourd, rich gourd, whatever gourds are there, they need to be swallowed. Means their size should be increased, means they should be large in size. And plump hazel shells, hazelnuts should be plumpy, means they should be in a good size. With a sweet kernel, or means they should have the sweetness in them. Hazelnuts should be ripe and sweet. To set budding more and still more, later flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease. And late budding should be there. Means in summers budding takes place, flowers is there, and then finally fruits are made and they are harvested. But late budding should be there. Late budding, late budding will be there, flowers will be there, and bees will be happy. Means they'll be able to collect honey from them. So they will have an idea, bees will have an idea that summer is still there, it is not going to end. So they'll keep making their honey. For summers have overbrimmed the clammy cells, and because flowers are available, so their shells are just filled with honey up to the brim. So bees will be busy in making honey. So in this particular first stanza, he has described that whatever the fruits should be there, they should be ripe and till the core, till the kernel, they should be sweet, juice, filled with juice. And in the second stanza, what he says, who hath not seen thee oft amid thy store? Now he's saying, he's addressing, you can say, autumn, that who has not seen you in the store? Everyone has seen you in the store. Sometimes whoever seeks abroad may find thee sitting careless on a granary floor. And if someone pays attention and he goes to the storehouse, he can see that autumn is sitting on the granary floor. thy hair soft lifted by winnowing wind. And as the harvest, as the cultivation and harvest has been done, means grains are collected and they have been brought in the storehouse. So the winnowing process is going on. Means the first activity described during the autumn season is of the winnowing. Means grains are being winnowed, and we can feel means the small skin on the grains are being removed, and there during that whatever winnowing process is going on, we can see autumn sitting there or on a half-reaped furrow, sound asleep, drowsed with the fume of poppies, while thy hook spared the next swath and all its twinned flowers. And then he says that we can see the autumn sleeping on the furrow. Basically, furrows are in a field when seeds are sown, so lines are made, and these lines are called furrow. So we can see that autumn is sleeping there, poppies are there, and poppies are the flowers basically. So poppies are there, and from that poppies smell the autumn is intoxicated, and because of that it is sleeping soundly. And there after that he says, while thy hook spare the next swath and all its twin flowers. Hook is basically he's talking about sickle. Poet is talking about the sickle. Sickle is this shape, na? So this shape, it is cutting the whatever the poppies or the plants are there. So it's cutting. And twin the flowers. Twins means when the harvest is carried, so it is twin, na? Bundles are made, and in bundles it is carried. So he's talking about this thing. So second imagery is there. First imagery was of that granary floor, and second that it is drowsing on the poppy furrows. And third, he's saying, sometimes like a gleaner, thou dost keep steady thy laden head across a brook. Now, third imagery is of gleaner. Gleaner is a person who carries the harvest, means from the fields to the storehouse, or you can say to the market. So, gleaner is that person. So, he says that autumn is sometimes a gleaner who is carrying the harvest on his head, and he's walking very steady, in a steady way, so that the harvest may not fall in the brook. The brook is a canal or river or something like that. And or by a cedar press with patient look thou watchest the last oozing hours by hours. And the fourth imagery is of the cedar press. Cedar press is when the apples are being pressed and the juice is taken out. So that is the process. There also we can see that autumn is there. Means in autumn season, these activities are performed, and there autumn is just looking at the apples which are being pressed, and he's just looking hour by hour. Means he's sitting and continuously watching, and the cedars means apples are going to soon end. So means this oozing process is going to soon end. Now in the third stanza, what happens? He's talking about different birds, animals, and their songs. Where are thy songs, offspring? Where are they? So he's saying that where are the songs which are sung during the spring season? Where are they? I'm not able to hear. Think not of them. Thou hast thy music too. The poet is saying, don't think about the songs which are sung in the spring season. Autumn has its own music. While barred clouds bloom the soft dying day and touch the subtle plains with rosy hue. So he's saying that as the harvest, as the whatever cutting processing, what harvesting has been done, so the plains are just flat, they are just flat, and clouds are there in the sky, sun is there, and through the clouds, sun rays are coming, and the plains, they are just giving the impression of a rosy hue, means a rosy kind of hue is there in the environment. This type of color is there. And touch then in a wailful choir, the small gnats mound among the river's shallow pond aloft, or sinking as the light wind lives or dies. And now after explaining that whatever the color is, how the plains are looking, how the environment is there, he's talking about gnats. They are the insects. They are very small and light. They are just as the river is flowing, some sallow bushes are there. As he's saying now, then in a wailful choir the small gnats mound among the river shallows. So shallows are the small bushes, and in that bushes gnats are there, and they are mounding, means they are singing, and they are very light. So as the wind is blowing now, so as the wind rises, so they also rise, and as the wind sinks, so they also sink, means they are moving with the flow of wind. And full grown lambs loud bleat from hilly barn. So he's saying that the lambs which were born either in spring or in summers, they have fully grown, and now their bleating can be heard. And then he says, hedge crickets sing, and now with treble soft. Now crickets can be seen singing among the hedges. The redbreast whistles from garden croft. And then he talks about the birds, red-breast birds. They are also whistling from the garden or from the farm, and gathering swallow to twitter in the skies. And the swallows also are also the birds, so they are also twittering as they are moving in the skies. Many swallows are there, and as they are moving in the sky, as they're flying in the sky, so they are also twittering. So he lists the birds, or the singing of the birds, or you can say chirping of the birds, animals, whatever sounds are there. So means liveliness is also there in autumn season. What are the names he has listed? First of all, gnat, crickets, then he's talking about red-breast birds, lambs which are fully grown, and then finally he's saying swallow birds. So these are the things which are described, that what happens or what are the activities which are there in the autumn season. I hope whatever I have explained is clear to you. Thank you for watching the video, and जाने से पहले do subscribe and like my channel. Till then, bye bye.